Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. I am Franchise Pearson, and welcome again to my channel. It is Thursday, Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Well, I was going to turn in and go to bed and decided to read a few emails, and I found out that there was a fire yesterday. Yes, a fire yesterday in LA, and it was a fire in relation to a famous person. Yes, I'll hold you in suspense for a little while, but the bottom line is I did a video before I was going to bed, and I was asking why was Joe Biden at the fire department. I know it's a tradition, but when I did the decode, the numbers just kept pointing to Trump. Now, you might call this coincidence, but hey, the dog pound news is sniffing around. So let me not keep you in suspense too much longer, because again, somebody famous just died last night. And so I want to thank the people who sent me the emails. In fact, a few people sent me emails. So check it out.
Right now at 11 o'clock, a deadly house fire in the Hollywood Hills. And tonight we're learning about the man with a very famous last name who lived and died there. Eyewitness News reporter Jory Rand live in the Hollywood Hills with the breaking new details tonight. Jory.
Mark, firefighters had a difficult time accessing this home because it's set so far back off the road, and it's at the top of a very steep hill with a very thin stairwell leading up there. Once they did access the home, they made the tragic discovery inside, and it turns out the man who lived there might have been a billionaire. Hollywood Hills neighbors did everything they could to put out this raging fire that broke out at a home on Lookout Mountain Avenue.
I was going up the stairs, and right as I approached the top of the stairs, the flames burst out of the house.
Firefighters knocked down the flames in about 20 minutes, but found the home's elderly occupant dead inside. Neighbors identifying him as Will Rothchild of the Rothchild family.
We're getting a new roof put on tomorrow, and so...
Will Rothchild. From the research I did, is William A.D. Rothchild. I can't get an age, people, either 77 or 87. Couldn't even get a date of birth. But what I need to show you is that they focused right on a particular fire truck. Okay, they focused on a fire truck. And I was like, wow, that's unusual. So let's go to that picture I want to show you. Can you make this out here? It says T78. T78. Now again, I asked why was he at a fire station? Again, I know it's traditional. He does it every year because he goes to a billionaire. He goes to a billionaire's house for Thanksgiving every year. It's his last time going. And just so happened, I didn't know that last night, a billionaire died. A coincidence. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is does fate have it where the T stands for Trump? Because if you look closer, it says 78. Now, I did the due diligence of running photographs. So I actually want you to see it, because in both the news cycles, it has it. T78. Now, how is that Trump, Pearson, coincidentally? The T could be for Trump, and Trump is 78 years old. T78. This is the fire truck they kept showing in the news yesterday. And then the house is 8545. Trump, we know, was the 45th president. Add all the numbers up, you get 22. 22, you know, is on Barack Obama's head, the V. But yeah, it's kind of deep. I want to show you the numbers because, again, it's fate speaking. Watch this.
live on Lookout Mountain Avenue.
We know to be on the alert. When I heard there was a structure fire, I texted my girlfriend and said, we had a structure fire, be ready.
The flames launching through a two-story home. The LAFD racing up the narrow streets for a firefight they knew they had to end quickly.
Whenever there's a fire of any sort, the LAFD responds forcefully, and they certainly did this time.
It was more than just a house fire. It was a fatal one. 86-year-old William de Rothchild found dead inside of his home. Brian Lindsay has lived in Lookout Mountain for roughly 25 years.
It's a colorful place with a lot of colorful people, and Will was sort of classic Laurel Canyon, wonderful guy.
Brian and others say William was known in Laurel Canyon and known in Los Angeles for a specific passion.
His thing was cars. He was an expert on vintage race cars, and he would show me some of his vintage race cars, and he knew so much about them. He had a vintage...
He mentioned a vintage race car of Frank Sinatra and Michael Jordan. Didn't want to decode that. I'll let it wait. But check this out. Let's read. Daily Mail. This came out today at 4:43. Reclusive Rothschild family millionaire dies in house fire in the Hollywood Hills. A member of the famous Rothschild family is understood to have died in a house fire in the Hollywood Hills last night. The Los Angeles Fire Department responded to a blaze at 8500 block of Lookout Mountain. Lookout Mountain. When I heard that, I immediately thought of Dr. King, so I decoded it. Because Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech, he mentioned Lookout Mountain in his speech. Now check this out. Look at the numbers. Around 4:40 p.m., who's the 44th president? Barack Obama. Approximately 45 firefighters. Who is the 45th president? That would be Trump. 33 minutes to access. 33 could be Masonic. Confined and fully extinguished the fire within 2 stories, ascending hillside home. The flames were confined to the first floor of the 2-story hillside home and prevented from extending to vegetarian or nearby residential structures, the department said. So let's go read the other one. The law constitution says, member of the prominent Rothschild family found dead after Laurel Canyon house fire, Los Angeles neighbors say. A man was found dead after his Laurel Canyon house was badly damaged in a fire Wednesday afternoon. Was a member of the prominent Rothschild banking family, neighbors said. Now, what makes this also interesting is that, again, I'm just going to put it out there. Trump said that if Kamala or Biden gets back up in the White House, we could have a 1929 crash. Now, the Rothschilds deal with banking, okay? I'm just putting it out there. Is this symbolic? Is fate trying to show us something? The Rothschilds, a sprawling Jewish family, originally from Frankfurt, Germany, long dominated European banking, with its English and French branches playing major roles in finance and politics, mostly notable during the 18th and 19th centuries. At one point, the Rothschilds were widely considered to have amassed the largest private fortune on earth. I've done a lot of videos on it. The father sent his sons out to parts of the world and did what? They literally started conquering the world through money and funding wars. It's deep, y'all. It's deep. Now check this out. Dr. King delivered on August 28, 1963. He delivered a speech called I Have a Dream. Remember that? I Have a Dream. In that speech, he talked about Lookout Mountain, which is the place where this guy who just died was at. So, Dr. King's birthday, January 15th, death date, April 4th. If you take January 15th, 2025, that's the anniversary of Dr. King's birthday. subtracted from Trump's last birthday at 6/14, the difference is 216 days. What's the 216th day of the year? It's August 4th, which is Barack Obama's birthday. Is that coincidence? Then look at this. 8/28 is the day of that speech. 8/28, 1963. So if you take 8/28, 2024, anniversary of that Dr. King speech, subtracted from Trump's last birthday, 6/14, 2024, the difference is 75 days. 75 days. The 75th day of the year is what? March 16th, like 316. I've been showing in a lot of my videos the last few months, 316, that's sacrifice. Symbolic for like John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, hallelujah, that whomsoever believe in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Is this symbolic of Trump? Because like I said, they're gonna unalive Trump. Are they doing another, was this a ritual? Was this a sacrifice? Does it point to Trump? You have a fire truck, T, like for Trump allegedly, and 78 is Trump's age. Are they trying to tell us something? There are too many coincidences here not to suspect it. And like I said, Biden was today, he was at a fire department, okay? And watch this, let me show you something. The Bidens are spending time with a billionaire for Thanksgiving. Okay, see that? Biden says stays at it's the state of billionaire friend Joe Kiani. Okay, that's where Biden was. This is from August, but that's where he stays at. Biden goes there, if I'm not mistaken. This is in, let me see here. We're gonna get this right, because he did it today. Nantucket. I don't have his name here, so anywhere you see it says that, November 24th, 2021, he does it every year. So today, well, that's March 24th. Here it is here, 15 hours ago. Biden's kicking back, right? Kicking back, he's at a billionaire's house. David Rubenstein. So forget it. Biden knows a lot of folk, huh? Look at that. Biden family heads to Nantucket for final Thanksgiving 15 hours ago. Billionaire David Rubenstein. So a billionaire is where Biden was headed to as he was at the fire department. And just so happened the day before, a billionaire dies. And the number is T, as in Trump, just like Trump, and 78, and Trump is 78 years old. Wow. It's bedtime, y'all. I'm decoding it again. What do you think? Did you hear about this? Anybody in LA? You heard anything? If anybody knows this guy's birthday, put it in the comment section. Let me know what's up. But yeah, was this a ritual? Was this a sacrifice? What do you think? Or just natural fire? I put up against the 5 C's. You see what I got? The numbers make it suspicious. The question is, was it tied into Biden going to the fire department? I'm not saying he's in on it. What I'm saying is that the powers, they know how to speak. You guys take care. God bless.